Well, Brad, it's been a special day for so many reasons. Just to focus on the rugby to start with, what were your thoughts on the game?
We were very good in the first half. And then we had some changes, forced changes to the second half, and going into the breeze, we probably didn't manage the game as well as we did in the first half. But I think they really come after the game in the second half, and credit to them, they had plenty of fight. And hindsight is a lovely thing, after the game. We can sit here and, we learnt another way how to win, which was good. And what I did learn, there's plenty under the bonnet in the team, so that's what really pleased me. I'm proud of their efforts. The want and the desire was there. We made it tough at times, but they also made it tough for us at times too, like it just wasn't, we didn't do a heap of things wrong. They were just really good in the second half. Had a lot of possession, but to hang on, and there's plenty of reasons why we need to get up today. Obviously the whole emotion around Rob and his family, Mikolai 200, Sam Lasoni 200, chasing 4 wins in a row. So there was plenty of reasons, which sometimes they heap pressure. But I felt like, it was only a month ago that we didn't handle the pressure too well against Hull KR and got run down. So you can see that we've grown again as a team, and we're chasing a performance, not so much the result today, but we got a good, strong performance, which ended up in a good win.
Yeah, 22-6 at half time. So many positives. What were the key sort of takeaways from your perspective on that first 40?
Our control was really good. We executed really well. The things that I think we've got better, and we understand what sort of team we want to be, what we want to look like, how we want to play. I think they're getting better at that, and we actually know it. It's executing that all the time, which we've seen again today. We didn't execute that, to the best of our ability in the second half, but there's probably some circumstances around it. But in the first 40 minutes, I thought we executed our plan really well on what sort of team we want to be and what we want to look like. And then we lost Lockie. He was about 5 minutes before half time. He said his calf was no good, so we got him through to half time. Then we made those changes at half time.
Yeah, you mentioned Lockie there not coming out. How is he in terms of?
Until we get the scan on Monday, we won't know. But it's a calf injury. I was super proud of him to brave it out for us till half time. Gave us time to talk about the changes that we need to make. Cost us an interchange, so we're only down to 4 in the second half, and with the amount of possession they had and field position, I thought our forwards done a really good job and hung on. And it's a credit to them. They worked hard in the pre-season, and that's where you get paid back your rewards days like today.
Without Lockie in that second half, what were the kind of main disruptions? Why did we see such a swing in the game compared to the first half, would you say?
Well, I just think they had more possession, and field position. They had a strong breeze behind their back. I felt like at times we'd done enough in the ruck. We blew it up to get some either 60 goes or penalties, and they'd done a good job of getting into the tackles late. So I felt like we could have got a few more rewards there. And I also believe the try was an obstruction. James Bentley can't get off that man. He runs an outside shoulder, and he just that's part of the guys making those decisions need to understand the defensive systems. And James Bentley can't get off. I take offence to them saying that James Bentley made the initial contact. His movements are to get off. So I take offence to that as a coach, because we don't coach our players to do that, to take dives or deliberately. We've worked hard on our discipline, mate, and the boys need credit for it.
You mentioned earlier about your players having things under the bonnet. Are you talking about, their
bit of ticker,
defence, their resilience, their commitment?
Bit of want, desire. For them, for each other, for their teammates, for the club, for their badge. They showed it today, and I feel like we have shown that pretty consistently. Hasn't been a game yet where I can go back to the review day and actually challenge them about their want or desire or how they've turned up. They're coming ready to play, and I think that's all our club wants, is a team that they can be proud of, that knowing that they're going to come and might not always be at our best, but they're going to have a crack for us today.
last one from me. It's your first MND awareness day as head coach. It was quite a day. It was special, wasn't it?
It is special, and it's special for Rob's family that it ended that way. You know, like, I'm sure no one with the last couple of minutes wanted it to be that in that situation, but probably makes them feel proud and privileged, you know, as well as the family that the guys really put in and made sure that they got the job done.
Thank you.
Brandon, don't want to go too deep into your situation, but is it becoming increasingly difficult to leave all this behind?
Yeah, look, I've said it all the way through. My only decision I have to make is my family. And that's the only thing that's holding me back, mate. Because I really like the club. They keep winning, they keep playing well, they keep buying in. Well, not even the winning part of it. They just keep buying in and giving all the time. Like, yeah, it does make it hard, but at the end of the day, you know, like, I've got to be a family person, and I feel like I'm not doing that. So, you know, when Bleezy pushes me for an answer, I'll have to give one.
Yeah. But you've got something brewing here, haven't you?
Well, not me. It's not me. We've got great staff here. You know, there's a good playing group. It's well run. So it's the club. Like, I'm just a person that's helping that at the moment, and like the club's bigger than the coach. The club's bigger than one player, mate. And so like it's here, and the players and the rest of the staff will drive it, and the rest of the staff doing a great job.
Where do you feel this group could get to with or without you?
Well, we've got a week off, so they can have a rest. We'll promise them a little bit of a rest, and then we've got Warrington. So that's what I'm worried about at the moment, where we can get to, and let's see if we can, you know, get better with our performances and back that first half up, and then, you know, do a bit better in the second half.
Brad, when you lose an interchange and you've got to sort of mess around a bit, guys like Jared O'Connor, I think the stats said he 61 tackles today. I mean, that kind of sums up what you're looking for, doesn't it? That want and that desire. Jared led from the front.
Yeah, he just keeps doing his job, doesn't he, over and over. And then, you know, like all the forwards, like it's a bit of a reward for the hard work they've done in the pre-season, and we needed to draw on it today. You know, like they got pushed to circumstances that they normally wouldn't have to, but when you need to be able to find it, they were able to find it. And, you know, we always sort of go into a game with a bit of an interchange plan, but very rarely I can stick to that. And that's the bit I'm really enjoying about the group, is that they're flexible and they know that I'm just trying to make the decisions that I feel are best for the team, and they just get on with the job.
In terms of signings mid-season, Callum must be pretty high up in ones being counted. I mean, I think he played about 4 different positions today.
Said to Bleezy, said it'd probably go down as his best ever mid-season buy. He's been really good, hasn't he? Yeah. And he sort of makes it easier. Guys like that, you know, with their experience, make it easy, because I don't have to worry about them, him and Hawley, you know, and how they prepare themselves, how they get ready to play, what they got to do. It gives me more time to spend on the less experienced guys, or the guys that I need to put a bit more time into. So they're really beneficial to me as a coach, those guys, and he just shows that I could put him anywhere. I could put him on the left wing, right wing, and he just still do a job for you.
It's something about the fella being named number 7 on Leeds' teams you've been pivotal in the win, isn't there?
What's that, sorry?
Something about the fella being named at number 7 on Leeds'
Yeah.
pivotal in the Leeds win, isn't there?
Jake done a good job. Yeah, done a really good job. First half was really good, and had to move him to fullback. I feel like halfback probably moving forward is going to be his best position. You know, he can certainly be a 6, but I feel like he's stepped up to the role of managing a team. He needed to be better in the second half, and he's aware of that, and he'll learn some lessons out of it. But the good thing about it, you know, he walked straight off the field, and he was just worried about his couple of things he got wrong in the second half. So that shows you the sign of a bloke that wants a bit of growth in his game, wants to improve. Wherever they're like that, you know, it'll be a lot easier to get the job done moving forward.
Any thoughts on the sim bid, Brad?
I need to go back and watch it. You know, James Bentley, we love him, like his effort and his physicality, and challenged him today to have 80 minutes of concentration. Well, he had 78 minutes, so he's getting closer. But it was just an effort play, and maybe just got a little bit, you know, he just got a bit over aggressive with it. But it was an important time of the game. You know, he knew that we needed something, and he needed some inside pressure. So I'd have to go back and watch it, but yeah, I don't know.